Censor yourself.
Lisa Ann.
What?
Really?
This is huge.
Really? Sad.
Shame. I don't know. I just gotta hold
Do you have like a magnet thing? I got a magnet thing. If you want to stick it in.
What is it?
The magnet.
Why can't?
Why are you shining a light in my fucking
can't
face?
see you.
What is this?
I can't see you.
I'll just turn on the light.
Just go on.
There.
Yeah, there we go. It's well lit.
I should have brought my thing. My little stand.
What if you put it like on this guy? Just
It'll
sit
fall.
there.
Be a lazy piece of shit.
It's at an angle.
Oh.
It's running an angle.
Sad.
My arms are tired.
What is that noise?
Carrying the show.
Oh, that's me. That's the sound that's playing.
Brennan and Manny had a match that lapped my match like 500 times.
Yeah.
Whoa, save it for when everybody's in the...
Yeah, wait for it.
Before you put us over.
I'm about to Kenny Omega you.
No.
Oh yeah, is that why the crowd was way more into the MXM match than the... Dijak had a 5-star match.
Why do I say that?
How long does it take people to file in?
They have to file in.
Alright.
Let him file.
Maybe Shane will rate us and then we'll get 2 more fucking people. Alright, I guess I'm done playing the old Steam box or whatever the fuck. What's he do?
The steam cum.
Pong.
The cum box.
Guess I'm done with the Pong. The Rapungi Vice.
Rapungi Vice.
Is that their music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rapungi Lights.
Oh yeah, I do remember that vaguely.
Is the implication that they just went to whorehouses?
Yeah.
I guess. Why not?
You wouldn't understand. That's the red light district in Japan.
Yeah, you've never been to a whorehouse like us.
You've never been to a whorehouse in Japan.
I figured it out.
I almost said we were on AEW game, which we're not.
What?
I'm typing a tweet.
I see.
Has AEW not done stuff in Japan yet?
They did a cross-promotional show with New Japan.
Yeah, we do the Forbidden Door.
Oh, that was in Japan. Oh, okay.
No. They
It's
did
in-
Dynasty in Japan, I
Oh.
think. Or
Wrestle
not
Dynasty is in
Yeah, Wrestle-
Inoki's name. In Inoki's
No, that's Wrestle
name.
Dream.
Oh, no, yeah, you're right.
Was it Dynasty? What the fuck was it called?
Dynasty is this weekend.
Oh, what the fuck was the show in Japan called then?
Gomenasari. I don't know.
AEW Japan show.
Even Ring of Honor did a show in Japan.
Yeah, it was called
We would
Wrestle
know. We're
Dynasty.
former Ring of Honor champions.
We're the current trios champions.
Oh, yeah, we're 2-time Ring of Honor champions. How many Ring of Honor champions do you have, Dijak?
0.
yeah.
Really?
I lost quite a... What do you mean, really?
You were there for like 8 years.
I was there for a year and a half.
No, he's the champion of the Breakout tournament.
Yeah, didn't you win the breakout tournament?
There's
Didn't you
belt.
break out?
Yeah, I'm
You're covered in acne.
I'm the 2015 top prospect.
You have the top prostate?
It really flourished for me. I became a huge Ring of Honor prospect out of that. I wrestled for the ROH TV title a number of times. I wrestled for the fucking IWGP Intercontinental
You'd be a
Championship a number
great
of times.
U.S. champion, in my opinion.
Dijak would be an awesome
I
Intercontinental
wrestled-
champion.
Cookout!
I wrestled U.S. champion, but it was a non-title match.
Yeah, the U.S. champion.
And he chokeslammed me off the apron.
You know, the U.S. champion right now was our water boy.
Who was that? Oh.
Who?
L.A. Knight.
Ooh, let me see you dance.
We were standing in the checkout line at the gas station where we were just getting like, candy and Brennan he finishes checking out, he turns to me, I'm like 4 people back, he goes, "Did you see it?" I go, what? He goes, "Did you see it?" And I hold up my Reese's peanut butter and jelly, I'm like, "These?" He goes, "No," and then he grabs me by the arm and brings me back over. It's a picture of LA Knight holding up a Slim Jim. He's like, he follows me everywhere.
It's like everywhere I go, I see his face.
Somebody at an indie show said, "Hey, let me talk to you guys." I was like, "Ah,
Stop!
what did you say?
Don't say it.
What did you say to me?"
I don't mean to be a dummy.
Yeah. All right, Dijak, tell the chat what happened tonight at this indie show.
Yeah, now that everybody's here.
All right.
It says we have one viewer, but
So it says we have one viewer.
It says we have one viewer?
It's not caught up.
Oh, it isn't caught right.
Speak up.
So we're at the old DAWG dog show.
Dogs! We need more dogs!
Princeton, North Carolina. And you know me, old Donovan Dijak. Every show that I'm on, I look at it as a challenge.
You know all the Dijackers out there.
All the Dijackers. You know, I don't have an off switch. So every show I'm ever on, I say I'm gonna steal this show. I'm gonna have the best match on this show, right? I don't have a mindset that allows me to not do that.
In fact, I reminded him that last time I had to follow him in a match, my opponent had a panic attack.
He had a nervous breakdown.
He had a nervous breakdown, and then I got injured. So I was actually worried because I was like, oh no, I got to follow Dijak.
So yeah, I mean, we had a good match. It was a solid match.
It was amazing.
It was great.
But nobody gave a fuck.
Yeah. I guess that's how you would describe it. Yeah, if you watched it like on mute, you'd probably be like, wow, this is incredible. But the crowd just did not.
It was like the opposite of Hogan and Rock.
Yeah.
It was the total inverse.
Yeah.
I was sitting there watching. I was like, uh-oh. We might have our work cut out for us tonight, boys.
It was very physical. There was a lot of depth. There was a lot of
psychology,
storytelling. I raked his eyes to the cutoff.
Many are saying that it's the megalopolis of matches.
Yeah, so I came to the back and I was like happy with the guy I worked with, and I was like, you did a great job. I'm sorry the crowd wasn't like totally into it. I thought we did the best we could with what we had, because like there was a lot of families and kids and stuff on this show. So like I was interacting with the crowd just nonstop. I was burying the town. I was telling kids to you know F off and all this stuff, and
which is really crude.
And they were into it a little bit, and they were like, boo, you suck and whatever, but like ultimately, it wasn't, we were getting like the roaring reactions and the 1, 2 and the please tap out, please, the stuff that we really wanted. And it was like, the crowd's kind of tired, whatever. And I even go to Brennan and I'm like, listen, man, the crowd's kind of just like, they gave you 12 to 15, but like if you don't need the 15, like this crowd just wants to see the main event.
And I looked at him knowingly.
Get to him.
I looked at him knowingly because I know the MXM experience.
Yeah.
Don't run this yellow light.
So they did their entrance, and it was like good reaction and stuff.
That's fine.
And then Manny grabs the microphone and starts hyping up this crowd, and they issue a tag team title match, and the crowd's like, whoa, stakes, right? And they're super interested, and the other team gets a bunch of heat, and then they pop them huge, and they start doing their shtick.
What cheat code did I use? What little trick did I use that I know would get a reaction?
The Diva cheat
works
code.
every time.
The Diva code.
Oh, you tell me.
He said,
you know your tricks better than
you
me.
guys call yourself the top shooters, but all I'm looking at right now is a
couple of top bitches!
Let me tell you guys right now, if you're cutting a promo, just at the end of your promo, call them a bitch,
just say,
and they'll pop.
Bitch?
That's all you need to do.
Especially if it's on a show where nobody else is swearing, and you're the swear guy, it's like, whoa.
Be the swear guy.
Which is always WWE, which is why everybody... Remember when Rhea came back and nobody like really cared that much?
And then she said, bitch.
Like they cared, right? They were like, oh, UK champion, Rhea Ripley's here. And then she was like, something, bitch. And then she was immediately more over than all of us combined because she called Shayna a bitch and just stood up to her. Yeah, that was awesome.
So go on. Then the match was happening.
Tell them about the match. With the dead crowd. The crowd was dead.
Yeah. Well... Is this it? Did I miss it?
No, it's like over. You see the sign? It's over there.
Take another.
It says Cookout.
It says Cookout.
That's your Cookout.
All right. Well, the sign says. Yeah. So the match started, and they started doing their fucking poses and their spots and
posing.
And all of it got massively over.
Tell them about my cheat code.
The crowd was roaring.
Tell them about my cheat code.
They were doing the John Cena, like teasing the tips, almost touching, and the crowd was fucking losing their mind for every part.
We've gotten so good at getting we were a hair from touching. We were like right here.
It was very close. Yeah. You easily could have just leaned your shoulder and done the top.
No,
Or you were
but no,
doing
I pull the thing, and I'm like, eh.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, this line is very
But it's worth
long.
it.
Do you want to go to a different one?
I don't even want
I
to
could.
Cookout anymore.
I'm gonna look up.
Shut up, we're going to Cookout.
We can't do this.
We don't need to go to this one.
It's towards Raleigh.
We're going to RDU, yeah.
Okay.
Don't.
I mean, this second line isn't like offensive.
Raleigh Airport.
I don't know why so many people got that line.
Because they're bumpkins.
Where the fuck is
I
Raleigh?
don't know what to tell you guys. It clearly says I can use both lanes, so that's what I'm doing.
We as children,
So the crowd was fucking roaring and super into everything.
we made a child chop a man.
That's a cheat too.
Another great cheat.
We took every shortcut we could to get this crowd up.
No, it was exactly what they needed. I mean, I knew they needed that stuff. I can't do those things as the bad guy
What?
and with
Oh,
my
yeah,
character
I
and
guess that's
stuff.
true.
So like,
Yeah.
the most I could do is just yell at them and curse the town out and fucking bury and be a dude.
and then we lost, which we always do.
You should have just
But-
taken the championships like you always do.
But we thought about
That's
it.
your-
but
that's your
we had
classic
to-
maneuver.
We never had to do it as a baby face.
Yeah.
So instead of being the champions, we stole the child that we used to chop the.
The
our
child
opponent.
chop spot was really good.
And I grabbed the child. And
That
stole
that
him.
one I could have done. I could have gone to the outside and had him hold me up for kids to chop, and that would have been a smart play.
But then you would have blown my spot.
Yeah,
Well,
we
like
would
you
not
needed
let
it.
We
You
would
weren't
have
over,
not
you
let
weren't
it.
over enough.
We needed it.
Yeah, you needed it.
So now we're gonna tweet Dijak in a few years, and say,
It's like,
remember
oh,
when we were on the same show.
if
and I got a
Dijak is so
5-star
good,
match?
if
Well,
Dijak's
actually,
so good.
We actually got like a 2.
I mean, if I
1/2 star
shit
match.
all over your locker room, then please feel free.
Why would you shit on my locker room? Are you Randy Orton? What?
No offense to our close personal friend,
No,
Ryan.
that was a long time ago. Randy jokes about it too.
You'd be fine with it.
Yeah, he'd be okay.
He knows. He knows what he did.
You want to call him right now? See if he'll come on.
You have his number?
I think I have his.
I think you have his
I
number.
definitely have his number.
You do?
Yeah.
This is the best number you have.
I didn't know you were tight like
I have
that.
Hulk Hogan's number.
Yeah, but Hulk didn't give it to you.
No, Dennis Rodman.
Dennis
did.
Rodman.
Which is an even better story.
I mean, I guess Randy or Triple H.
Yeah.
I mean, I have Hunter's number. He never
Right.
responded.
Right,
but
that's-
it's
yeah.
not really hard to get Hunter's number when you work in the company.
Yeah.
Do you want to call Hulk Hogan right now?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
Let's
go
call
ahead.
Hogan.
Fuck you.
Did you show his number?
See if he picks up.
Are you insane?
See if he picks up.
He's a racist.
Brother?
Who's this? Yeah, call his house. See what happens.
This was 10 years ago.
I'll call him. He doesn't have my number, so he won't know who the fuck's calling.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan, you're the greatest of all time. You've reached my main man, Darren Prince. He's too busy making paper right now. So leave a message and he'll call you back when he can. So what
Darren
you gonna
Prince?
do when the
What does that
fucking
mean?
Goozlemania run wild on you, brother?
Goozlemania?
Goozlemania? That is. I don't think that was him. It didn't really sound like
What?
him.
It's like Will Sasser.
I didn't think that was gonna work. That was better than I could
Dijak,
have
I
asked
sent you a
for.
new cookout. Are we committing to this?
We're already trapped.
We're like 6 cars back. We'll be fine.
All right. Well, we gotta do this anyways.
Yeah, we're gonna stream anyway.
All right, chat. Let's do a Q&A.
All right, how much to super kick Mansoor?
I don't think we need to do that
we
anymore.
don't do that anymore.
No, even though.
We used to like.
Isn't that when you made like the most money out of this?
Yeah, we made so much money. Thanks for real.
Easy.
What? She knows what you did.
She'll be okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We saw her for the first time in like years.
When?
In Australia.
Australia.
She was.
Rhea Ripley backstage at AEW show. Ah!
I forgot you guys went to that show.
She's lovely.
Who did you wrestle?
Dustin and Sammy.
You guys married to them, huh? You wrestled them like 55 times.
We have wrestled them more than we've wrestled most.
Are you ever gonna win the fucking
No,
belts or
no.
No? Alright. That would be too. I'm not gonna say it.
Thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2, Brennan?
It's expensive. The tariffs are gonna bone us. I'll probably
Don't get political!
I'll probably get one.
Whoa!
I'll get the one.
We don't take sides here. We
Billy
love.
Gunn?
What? The one Billy Gunn.
We're neutral on recessions here.
The Bloodborne 2 looks cool.
Is this the order thing right here? Should I look? I'm gonna look up the fucking
Menu.
I'm gonna look up the menu in advance because their menu's so huge.
It
I
is
never know what to
huge. It's a
fucking
big
get.
menu.
They got like barbecue on there for some reason.
Wait, we should leave a message for Hulk.
That wasn't Hulk. It was somebody else.
Hey brother,
Can we actually?
welcome to the
leave a
Hulk
voicemail?
Hogan
don't want him to have my
Let's
number.
leave a voice. Come on, leave a voice.
He might call me a name.
Give me the number. I'll
call you a what?
A name.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
What's the number? I'll call him.
Have I broken the N-word barrier on stream?
You're allowed to, right? That's fine.
Yeah, you can do it.
I think you get a pass.
Yeah, look in the camera and say it.
Just say it. Commit to it. Own it. Did you guys see that meme that's going around where the dude is interviewing the white dude in California?
Oh, say it. If you can say it, say it.
And he's like, how do you? And the guy's like, what's up, man? And he's like,
what are you gonna say to him?
He's like,
He's too busy making paper right now. So leave a message and he'll call you back when he can. So what you gonna do when the Prince Martin group of mania runs wild on you, brother?
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Hulkster, this is pro wrestling WWE former pro wrestling superstar Donovan Dijak. Just thought you might need the rub, kid. So give me a call back if you want to do some business, brother. Thank
Hey,
you.
Hulkster! How about next time you take a choke slam, you jump off both feet, you fucking
Oh
moron!
my God. Christ.
I think that was when
you choke slammed Hogan and he didn't jump for you? That's the
it
worst.
kind of ruined it for me as a kid because I think that was when
When
I
he was
realized.
taking Undertaker's choke slam and he just didn't drag.
I think when I realized wrestling was fake was when he took Taker's choke slam and just fell. Like, off of
It never read to me as fake, but I always watch that and I'm like, oh, like he isn't interested in that bump. It was very telling to me, like, oh, pro wrestlers like have a say in how that happens.
Surely Tombstone would be easier, right? But I guess Hogan sold his
That's
first.
the one where he goes, "Oh, brother, you got me,
brother.
Oh, you got me,
brother.
You got me." And then they show the replay, and it says like 6 inches away from the fucking mat.
That's a great.
And Taker's just like, he's
I'm
like,
so sorry,
bro. He keeps calling him the golden goose. I thought I killed the golden goose.
I killed the golden
I thought I killed the golden goose. I thought I really messed up. I really felt like my career was in shambles.
My career was not gonna be badass.
I'm never gonna recover from it.
I'll never get over
I
it.
hate chronic. I hate chronic.
I like Taker. Do I have his number? Maybe I do.
Yeah.
Call him.
You want to call him?
Yeah.
Call
Tell him
Mark.
to stop podcasting.
Taker. No, don't have his number.
I knew when. So we were there in
I
person.
have Johnny Ace's number. You want to call him? See how he's doing. Hey, Johnny Ace, how's the federal investigation? Good, positive results there. All right, good to talk to you.
Hey, Chris. You know Vince is starting a new company, and I heard you're looking for a job.
No, not my only option.
Call Linda.
Call Linda.
She's too busy abolishing.
Zingo!
She's abolishing the education system.
Brother. She's abolishing the education.
Yeah, as the Secretary
It's
of
getting
Education.
very political.
Well, as the Secretary
It's
of
true.
Education.
I don't have a job to get fired from. So
What the
okay,
fuck?
Go ahead. Go nuts.
I do have a job to get fired from, but I've said a lot.
You've
said some
tested the
things-
waters.
I've said some things that could be considered terrorism.
Yeah.
And I haven't had anyone talk to me, so
Yeah.
I think I'm in the clear.
You're okay, yeah. You're
But I'm
probably
just curious what the Secretary of Education does when they close the Department of Education. Does she just like...
twiddle her thumbs.
Yeah,
It's actually a brilliant strategy to get a job and then like kill your job.
It's true, because then she won't have to do anything for 4 years.
Do anything.
4 years immediately.
Cookout.
It's quite the play.
Linda.
It's quite. Linda. Cookout menu up to date.
Linda McMahon worst stunner, or did somebody else take the worst?
Vince
Vince was pretty bad.
Vince was bad.
The most recent Vince stunner,
The
one at Mania and
This
Thunderdome.
thing fucking just barraged me with
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama me with.
Oh, let me be clear.
Fuck, who had that amazing
happening right now?
Obama accent? Brandon Cutler.
Brandon Cutler does great black guy
Sounds-
voices. Shout out to
Jesus.
Brandon Cutler because he did
Yes,
Obama,
you're
Obama,
You're allowed to say that.
and he did who else? There's another black. Was it
There's another black.
another black?
There's quite a few, actually.
You know,
If you're familiar with
the
that.
blacks, the blacks,
Who are you supposed to be right now?
the blacks.
Who's that? Oh, that's RFK.
My God.
Is that RFK?
He said that?
He said, He goes, oh, let me come down. He goes,
What?
that's how he
What?
talks. How come I can do an Obama?
Why are we allowed to make
Why
fun-
can I do an Obama voice, but I can't do an
Why are we allowed to
RFK?
make fun of Johnny Ace's voice, but not RFK Jr.'s?
Yeah.
Who said we're not?
He said, well, when you see the blacks, they actually...
He said the blacks. That's an actual quote.
They have a stronger immune system than us. They don't need the vaccine.
Did he actually say that?
Yes. He said the vaccine actually is ineffective against
so
the blacks.
so he's putting you over?
Yeah, in a way.
I guess if you say the
But
blacks.
he was also kind of placidly telling black people to not get vaccinated.
Oh,
so
yeah, 40 chest.
what's the 40 chest there?
Yeah.
Call Justin Credible for a podcast appearance. Can somebody
I
give
might
me
have his number.
Can somebody give me the
wrestled
basic
him.
gestalt of
The near gestalt.
the Maven video on Justin Credible? What was that about?
I don't have Justin. I have Justin Leslie's number if anyone's interested in that. Remember him?
He did Ricochet. He did a good Ricochet. You guys realize it's just a Powerpuff Girls theme, right?
Is it? Play the Powerpuff Girls. Quick. I've never got Cookout barbecue. What should I get? A plate? What's on a plate? What's on a barbecue
I think
plate?
probably a brisket and... I don't know. I'm a
They have all
vegetarian.
that at this fast food place?
Probably.
They have a shit ton of.
Hey Siri, what's on the barbecue plate at Cookout? Oh shit!
Oh, that's the ending. Bubbles. She is the joy and the laughter. Buttercup. She is the toughest
You
fighter.
have-
Powerpuff saves the day.
You have such an ear for music.
Pasta
Thus,
Bot.
the Powerpuff Girls
Thanks for
were
subscribing,
born.
Pasta Bot.
Using their ultra superpowers, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup have dedicated their lives to fighting crime and the forces of evil.
Ricochet.
Oh, okay. What's this?
Oh, it's the extended theme song.
Okay. Okay.
That's a killer beat.
All right. Drum machine. Here we go.
Holy shit.
Oh, okay.
It's
All right.
extended. It's extended.
All right, we're doing this again. Okay. All right. I'm gonna call.
They used to beat the crap out of the villains.
I'm gonna call Ricochet.
Probably
We're
in
gonna
a...
ask him what they say in the beginning of his
Doesn't
thing.
he have a new number or something? I'm sure you got his number.
Do you have his new number? I thought you were showing them the...
Hello?
Hi, Trevor.
Oh boy.
Ready on three.
Hello?
1, 2, 3. So Trev, do you know what they say at the beginning of your song?
And
Hey, you're on
you're live on
You're
stream. Don't say the N-word. I mean, you can say it, I guess. Half of it.
I don't think it's anything specific.
What?
Oh, that's not. Now we gotta call Mikey Ruckus.
We gotta call Mikey.
Call Mikey. Put
Hi.
Mikey Ruckus on the
Hi, Trev. This is
Do you
Dijak.
think that do you think that they say something specific you just can't hear?
You think they just say... "Derp, derp,
You really?
derp"?
Yeah, you think they're just saying, I'm a Ricochet.
Call
Probably
Mikey
says
Ruckus.
greatest of all time.
Enough of this
probably.
guy.
It says
That's what
greatest
I
of all
would bet.
time. Greatest of all time, he's Ricochet.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, maybe.
See,
Yeah.
they probably know.
How do you not know? It's your
it's
It's your
song.
song. I know all the words in our song.
Yeah,
Nice,
but
nice, nice.
that's
Oh, we got an order.
guys are very weird for
Hang
some.
on.
All right, we're ordering Cookout. Bye.
I like that guy.
He's a good egg.
Is that because he's bald?
Yeah.
What was that freaking... Is it a blueberry cheesecake?
Ooh.
Is that what it was?
Ooh.
Do you see a blueberry cheesecake?
It's probably there. Just make it up. See what happens.
chocolate chip.
I want something chocolate, though. I want a chocolate.
Double chunk chocolate cookie.
Double chunk chocolate cookie.
I'm sorry about your brother that died. We give his death 5.
God, Jesus Christ. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, can I get a, Where's the plate? The plate disappeared. Do you have a barbecue plate somewhere? Am I not seeing it?
What was that?
Do you have a barbecue plate?
Oh, a barbecue plate, you said?
Yes, please.
All right, anything else?
Yes, can I also get a cookout-style hot dog, but with ketchup instead of mustard?
You said a hot dog and add ketchup to it?
No, a cookout style, so the chili, the slaw, but then...
No ketchup, no mustard, add ketchup.
Yes, please.
Anything else?
Yes, can I also get a cheddar-style burger, please?
Just a burger?
Yep.
All right.
And then finally, I'm going to get a caramel fudge milkshake.
What was that, sir?
A caramel fudge milkshake.
Anything else?
Yes.
1916.
No, yes.
We've got
yes,
more.
More.
Okay.
Sorry.
Can I get a blueberry cheesecake milkshake, please?
Blueberry cheesecake shake, okay.
And can I also get the cheese bites, the white cheddar cheese bites?
Okay.
And do you guys have a grilled cheese or a quesadilla?
Just one chicken quesadilla?
No chicken, just cheese.
Okay.
And a French fry, please.
All right.
Manny, want anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna add something. Is that cool?
Okay.
When it says for a tray double up, what does double up mean?
You get two of the same item for the tray.
Oh, it has to be the same item?
Yeah, say if you get double fries, you get double fries with that.
Okay. Could I do a tray where I double up on a big double burger?
All right, but what's on the burger first?
I just want cheese and ketchup on the burger, nothing else.
What's the two sides you wanted?
Oh, I thought it was 2 sides or double up.
Yeah, you get the two sides, and double up means you get the same side equally.
Oh, the double up is on the of the sides. Is that what you're saying?
No.
What's being doubled up?
Okay. Here, I'll give you an example. You get a double burger and you get double fries. That's called double up, basically.
All right, so I'm gonna get a big double burger with just cheese and ketchup, and then
for the two sides.
And then for the 2 sides, can I please have a chicken quesadilla?
Okay.
And I will also get chicken nuggets.
What was the drink, sir?
Can I get a chocolate milkshake?
Okay.
And I'm also gonna get a second big double burger with just cheese and ketchup.
All right.
And that's it.
Can I also get a large sweet tea?
Okay.
All right, that's it.
5026.
Thanks.
Pleasure.
Hulk Hogan's calling us back.
What are we doing?
Hulk Hogan's
Is he
calling.
really?
He hung up.
What? Why didn't you answer?
I was scared.
You blew it.
Why didn't you answer? Call back.
He's gonna call you the word.
Could you imagine if he called us the word on
He's like, hey, and
Why would you not answer?
it just came up. Like
Our
he
greatest
hung up
content
immediately.
ever.
He's probably gonna call you. He's gonna call you.
Man.
You're the one that left the message.
What are we doing?
I was
Just,
scared.
I'll put this on my card, and you guys give me a...
Mansoor owes me money
For what?
for the $50 on Greek food I spent yesterday.
So give me...
That's true, actually.
I don't know, $30, man.
$30.
Yeah,
There's no. This is gonna cost $30. It's Cookout, my dog.
No, he said 52 or something, and mine was 22, so...
22.
Why
Oh
me?
man, Goldberg.
What?
Moses, you idiot. Does anyone even remember that meme?
5026. Thank you. You got any sauce today?
Sauce.
Just ketchup.
Just ketchup.
Ketchup.
Cuts up, I call it.
Oh yeah.
That's the tariffs. That's why
Brennan,
Cookout
you're
costs so
cut.
much.
Are we calling Mikey Ruckus? Maybe it's too late. He has,
It's
like,
probably
he has like a
late.
family and stuff.
It's been. I texted Trevor to ask if he was up.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm there with Mikey Ruckus yet.
Yeah, fair enough.
Trevor's our boy. He's a core 4. You guys don't know about that yet because
Mikey's
that
a good
hasn't.
dude.
Yeah, but we haven't
He's not in the court.
we haven't seen him. He's not in the
I
court.
love the hesitation as he picked up. It was a hello. he was laughing as he was picking it up.
That was a married ass answer.
That was a married ass answer. Yeah.
Like you had to be like, oh, I'm not talking to any
He's
ghouls.
sitting right next to his wife.
Good for him.
Good for him. Hashtag blurst.
Somebody in the locker room.
Woo!
Oh my God.
Look at that.
I think I got it. Oh.
Fucking order.
Holy
It's a
moly.
fucking order, boys. It's a fucking order.
Smells great.
Look at this fucking order.
Thank you.
Oh, there. Probably my sweet tea, right?
You got the sweet tea?
With the Swizz tea.
Yeah, I should have got a sweet
Our
tea.
trainer, Lord Tensei?
Yeah, him.
I should have gotten a sweet tea.
He's in the tray. Yeah, I figured I'd start off with thirst and then attack the hunger after.
It's good psychology.
I wish I would have marked this. Oh wait, blueberry cheese.
Good thing you're a mark.
Are we gonna park and eat?
You want me to?
We
Yeah,
could.
I don't want you to drive it.
Caramel fudge.
Yeah, I suppose that's
Who got a caramel fudge?
Me.
me. I'm caramel fudge.
Answer.
Sorry, I'm focusing on
Answer, you prick.
Somebody's comment in the stream got blocked.
What did he say?
All he said was Gunther.
Yeah, because he thought they
Gunther.
thought we were saying goon.
But it's a channel blocked term.
Yeah, I have it blocked. I'm sick of
You
hearing
blocked
Sick of
Gunther?
hearing
I'm
about
sick of hearing about that.
I'm removing Gunther as a blocked term. I don't know why.
Here.
He sent it again, Gunther.
You have such raging jealousy for Gunther.
Yeah.
Like you would block the term.
Yeah, I did it on your behalf.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. I didn't want you to get triggered.
Everybody
Well.
just comment Gunther on the chat.
Everybody's gooning.
And
They're gooning out.
It'll be auto banned.
Gunther,
Oh, an anonymous
the
gifter.
porn general.
An anonymous gifter gifted a sub to Gunther.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my
that
gosh,
me?
that's so good.
Is that me?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
The sweet TV. Tea.
Oh my gosh.
Das Ring General.
Right, give me some fucking food now.
I don't know what's what.
What are you doing? What are you even doing? What do you do?
I'm reading the chat so our audience is engaged. Who got a burger with like onions and
This
stuff?
feels like maybe
Not
my
me.
burger.
There's a bunch of like
I
coleslaw.
got like a cheddar burger.
This
thing.
better not be my burger.
Is this you, ketchup and?
Yes.
That's you. All right.
This is you.
Mine is like shit all over.
Yeah.
It, like bacon and shit.
Disgusting.
Yeah, you wouldn't get this, right, Brennan?
No.
Okay.
It's a burger.
I almost ate a pork hot dog today.
He almost
It
went
was
straight
so
to hell.
pink. It was like
Was it pink though?
That's what she said.
Was it pink though?
it was unnaturally pink.
Yeah, it was.
The bun had pink on it, so they must have used like
That looked fucking disgusting.
food dye.
That was a pink slime.
It's pink slime, yeah.
My
That was
mom's
a-
calling me. Should we do it on stream?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, mom. Hey, you're on stream, so you don't say
Don't bury his wife.
don't say anything bad.
What do you mean that? Like how I usually swear a lot?
You can swear. I just don't.
Just don't talk about when you were working for the CIA.
Yeah, don't talk about that.
Oh, no, don't you talk about what I was looking for.
Oh, obviously, we're joking.
I was saying that joking.
You weren't in the CIA.
Oh, I got an email. Okay. All right, well, call me when you're off stream.
All right.
Bye, I love you.
Don't say.
She's hot.
She said love me too.
Manny's mom's kind of hot.
Go back. Oh, they didn't put in the video. So in the Daniel Garcia Def Jam video,
What?
in the Bronami code with Daniel Garcia, it's on the Jericho cruise, and my mom comes into the room with my buddy Vidal, and Daniel meets
What were
her.
they up to?
Daniel meets her.
Is your mom still single?
Daniel meets her.
Yeah,
And
she
gives
is.
her the handshake
Yeah,
that you do
she
with women,
is.
like, oh, enchanté, enchanted. You know what I mean?
He almost kissed
I
her.
almost kissed her hand, and then
And then he was like, what you doing?
they didn't put it in the video. And then he's like, "Who's that?" And I goes, "Oh, that's my stepdad." To Vidal, my buddy. He was like, "For real?"
And then when we met Danny's mom the next day, he was
didn't
like, he
introduce
was
her
playing
once.
defense.
It was crazy.
He was playing defense like he was trying to get unrevenge cucked.
Was she hot?
I'm not gonna publicly comment.
I don't see race.
Gives a shit.
I don't see race.
How old would you guesstimate she was?
I'm not going to talk about this.
Why not?
Rude. I'm not gonna bury my.
How's that
girlfriend.
rude?
That's Daniel Garcia, the TNT champion's mother.
You can't talk about her age. Like if she was.
You can never talk about a woman's age. That's why.
sake.
That's why
He's
you.
a fucking loser.
That's why you've only been married once.
That's why all women hate you, including your wife. Yeah, that's why you've only been married once, and not to a bunch of women. You're like me.
What?
You don't know about my wives in Saudi Arabia? If you truly had Riz, you'd have 6 wives.
Don't you have to die first? Isn't that the thing?
No. Somebody else has to die, and then you take their wife.
Oh, I see.
When Manny was in that,
I got some cheddar bites for
Yes,
you,
man.
bro.
when Mansoor was in that,
got some fries.
that plane
Some
incident,
fries.
that's mine.
Plane incident.
You know, the plane incident in the kayfabe place that you
Oh,
went.
God.
I was only 6.
Don't say that.
I wasn't on.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Quesadilla?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's all mine.
oh, but make sure there's no chicken in it.
Thank you.
Napkin? Napkin?
Is there a napkin in here?
They don't put napkins in there?
No, it's cookout.
Oh.
Lick your fingers, Doug.
Disgusting.
When Manny didn't think he was going to make it back to this country, I told his wife that in Muhammad's tradition, I was going to take her as my wife.
Oh
That's
my
true.
God.
That's true. And that would have been a good little spot for her.
I think that would have been a good
My
spot.
God.
She would have been a B+ wife. It's a good little spot for you, Mia. You're a B+ player.
All right, I got some nuggets,
Those look good.
a burger, and a quesadilla. This gotta be you, Manny. This is your name.
Yeah.
Plain ass.
Bookworm, Mormon Mansoor confirmed. I've always kind of said that Mormons are just like American Muslims.
Here's your 80 gimmicks of ketchup.
Oh, thanks. Like a lot of it is very similar to our shit.
You
There's
think they
a hot
sold
dog
it?
in here or something? I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Hot dog, please.
Need more dogs.
All right, let's see what's on this barbecue plate.
Oh, I forgot that hush puppy. Can I have a hush puppy?
Yeah, you can have all of those. I really don't.
Thanks.
care
Oh,
for
okay.
those.
Why don't you like
this
them?
barbecue
I like
plate is just French fries and hush puppies, and then a little
Do
bit of
Mormons fast? My wife was raised Catholic,
I
and
don't
she
want that
explained to
meat
me.
one.
Here's something about
Oh
Christians.
yeah, I don't want it.
Don't get hot, guys, because you guys both grew up Catholic, right?
No.
Sorry.
I went,
Yes,
to,
you
I, went
did.
to, I went to Catholic school.
What did you grow up as?
I'm a Protestant.
And you went to Catholic school?
Yeah, I lied.
Feels like, wouldn't you speak up in class? That's wrong!
I kind of did, because I had like an edgy phase where I was like, I'm not praying to Mary. I don't care about her.
Really? Protestants don't care about Mary?
That's very edgy of you.
Yeah, but I was like, it's kind of messed up because I still like
Sounds kind of
Jesus.
sexist, bro. Yeah.
I still like Jesus, and I was like, dang, I don't want to diss his
I
mom.
think you just hate women.
Both of you guys. So, my wife was talking.
After you just cut a big promo on me about being disrespectful to women.
My wife was.
You won't pray to the Virgin Mary.
My wife was talking to me about how when she grew up, they fast on Fridays for Lent.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
But then it's not really fasting. You're just not allowed to eat meat.
Correct.
Yeah.
So they just eat fish.
Correct.
It's like, what are you guys, pussies? Like,
No,
just not-
Christians-
don't
Pretty
eat.
much.
No, that's specifically Catholics. Like other Christians fast. Like they try and do the 40 days Jesus bit. Yeah.
We knew when we were doing it that fish was like the easy, lazy way out.
Right.
We still did it.
It is the cheap. And freaking
And you can drink water?
Yeah.
yeah. I think my dad did 40 days once with just water. I mean, wild.
What?
Yeah.
In a row? I thought you just had to do it on
He
Friday.
didn't eat for 40 days?
You know.
What?
The fuck would he do that?
Maybe not
You
40.
mean,
that sounds crazy.
not meat?
No, he didn't. He's done a long fast.
No shit.
That's crazy.
You do it.
You do like a professional football player?
He wasn't at the time.
Oh.
Bubba Ruski wants to know the difference between Catholics and Protestants.
Well, you see, when Martin Luther the King wrote his, he wrote what
You're
was
not
it?
talking about Martin Luther
Alright.
King, right?
Just in case anyone's wondering, don't ever get the fucking barbecue plate at Cookout. This is
Yeah, them look
Wow.
great.
dog shit.
Wow, Barry and Cookout.
Do you have
The
no
burgers
sauce?
are great, the fries are great, the shakes are great, but this
You
is
need, like,
fucking dog.
You
Get
need
a
barbecue.
shot
What
of
the
this.
fuck?
Get a
They gave
shot
me-
of this.
They gave me 3 chicken nuggets.
This is fucking dog food.
That's all I get?
This is dog food. I'm still eating it, but
Brennan, I only get 3 chicken nuggets?
I didn't read the
As a
thing.
side?
yeah, they jobbed you out.
Holy
Didn't you get like
shit.
double? Didn't you cut a big speech about
I didn't know what the fuck they meant by double up.
Yeah.
Double it up.
So go on, Brennan.
Martin Luther King wrote some complaints. I mean,
It was not Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther wrote some complaints.
I was gonna say, Mark.
and he posted it on the door to a Catholic church.
It was the first ever shit post.
It was kind of swaggy.
It was the first ever twit longer. Remember those? When you had to explain why you got canceled? So you wrote a twit longer?
He pulled out the notepad up.
So he became the first Lutheran, which they became Protestants because they were Protestant of the Catholic Church.
Oh.
I mean, having a whole religion named after you is a pretty G move.
Shout out to England for converting completely to Protestantism because the king wanted to get his marriage annulled and the Pope wouldn't do it. So he says,
his own religion.
I'm going to become Anglican, which was a new form of Protestantism that they made everybody in England become.
Is that why people went to America?
No, the Puritans.
Oh,
The Puritans went to America. Well, they went to America because they were Puritans. And Puritans actually were more strict.
Like in the Vavitch.
Yeah,
Did you call me?
The Vavitch.
it's actually pretty...
Dijakovic.
Yeah. It was kind of lame because they were like, you guys aren't serious enough. We're going to leave.
We're going to go make our own country with no blackjack and
Welcome
no hookers.
to
Yeah.
History Lessons with the Insiders.
I know a bit. I had my favorite class in high school.
These fries are pretty fucking good.
Yeah, you didn't take history.
Chat, where do we rank Cookout fries? These are up there.
I like them. They're like good thickness.
Best fries are McDonald's, right?
No, best fries were McDonald's in the 90s.
Yeah, these might be better than McDonald's.
McDonald's don't hit
These
like
are
this.
really thick, which I like. That's what she said.
Really?
Yeah, she said that.
Okay.
Why not?
These plural, huh?
I don't kink shame.
Okay.
She's a big dick, she's a big dick.
Mormons branched off of the Quakers. Mormons. Maybe they branched off. They might have branched off the Quakers.
Bookworm asks, what are Quakers? So, back in the day, there was a wrestler called Earthquake. The name club was called the Quakers. And they were like, God, I'm hungry. Let's make some oats.
Manny's being ridiculous. A Quaker is a female when they see Brennan in their presence and their knees start quaking. Yeah. We call them Quakers.
And you'd be like, oh.
Damn, you're like Kira Noir right now.
Yeah, you're
Putting over Mandingo.
I'm presenting.
Kira Noir is kind of like Mandingo's Paul Heyman.
Oh my god.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Shout out to my mute.
Oh lord.
Your moot?
My mute.
Oh, you guys follow each other?
Of course.
DM her right now.
I will not. I feel like that would be
Right now.
crossing a line with my wife.
That is
Cross the line.
absolutely crossing the line.
Darrell Turner, thanks for subscribing. 305 Live Champion Earthquake, yes. Coco Croc, this is my first time ever hearing of Cookout.
North
You a
Carolina.
city slicker?
What you call him?
Atlanta, too.
Stone Mountain, Georgia. Got something for ya.
I don't know what Joseph Smith was before he found the tablets in the hat and started Mormonism.
You guys ever seen a hot dog cookout style before? These things are fucking wild.
This is running on empty.
Look at this shit.
Food review. Wow.
It's covered in coleslaw and onions and chili.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a beast. It's a beast. It's not for everyone.
I see like new names.
It's
in
not
this
for
shop.
everyone, but it's for me.
Denim Chicken, representing Rome, Georgia here. I love when a small American town is named after, like...
The greatest civilization of all time.
Like, I saw there was a Palestine, Texas.
Well, that's not.
There was...
The University of Georgia's in Athens.
Yeah.
Yeah, Athens.
This is amazing.
It's a good dog.
It's a good dog. No pink whatsoever.
Is it pink though?
I think I chipped my tooth today.
In your silly goose match.
Yeah. I kicked out of a pin, and then I think I got, like, elbow.
They were chopping the fucking shit out of you.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
I was like, they would blast you with a chop, and I'd be like, that seems unnecessary for the funny haha match.
I don't know why we were chopping each other. Because we were talking. I got him in the face because I did my 2 for flinching spot, and I guess he forgot.
Oh, dude, I wrestled chop me in the throat.
Oh yeah.
I thought he'd like maybe apologize, but he didn't. I'm like, maybe he doesn't.
I had to
know.
do like weird chops because he had a chain on, and I bruised my. Look at my thumb. I caught it. Gourmet glizzy.
Oh, there goes my fast for MLW tomorrow.
It's worth it.
We
Shout
don't
out.
like chat. We don't like skinny Dijak, right? We want big, juicy.
We
Dijak.
want him
We want
big.
big.
We want him
Chunky.
chunky.
Want him round and nice and plumpy. Chunky.
I want
chunky.
so big
Chunky.
Dijak. I want Dijak so big. Like, I want Dijak so big that Vince was like, you gotta slim down. Which shocked me. I was like, really? He
Vince,
wanted you to...
what have you become? You're a shadow
Who
of
did
yourself.
Vince tell to slim down?
You.
Vince did not tell me.
Who
to
was
slim
that? Bruce? Didn't somebody tell you to lose weight?
down. It was like implied at one point, but nobody like said it.
Do I wrestle with piercings and I'm barely functionally normal with them? Yeah, I leave them.
What?
I asked if I leave my earrings in. Oh. I'm really tall. People don't usually hit me in the head. But I also played football with all these earrings. I'm like a moron.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not great. Well, I mean, you're in a helmet, so whatever.
It's in a helmet, but that makes that's pushing on the earrings.
Yeah, that's.
Like this, the friggin' bar
Why'd you do
never
that?
healed.
The T-bar.
I wanted to look cool when I took my helmet off.
Oh, like yeah. I guess. That was your main focus. You and I were such different athletes. You were way better than me at everything, and I was just obsessed with winning. It like enveloped my life.
I actually learned a valuable lesson from my college roommate, who actually probably lives not too far from here.
Go on.
He was the first person who I ever heard go into a game and be like, "Yeah, I watched the film on these guys. They're gonna kick our ass." And he was like, he was able to completely play. He played completely fine. James Hurst, he actually just retired. I think 2 years ago,
What was in the NFL?
maybe last year. Yeah, but he was great. But he would be completely honest and be like, "Yeah, I don't think we could win," and he could still play hard. And I could never do that.
No, I
You
had
did the
I had
Warriors?
I had to think I was going.
I had to think that I was going to win and that it was going to be on me to win.
Yeah, I would do that. I'd put the pressure of the entire game on myself.
Which was something
And it
that
would be, I would make it life or death, and I would go home and I'd fucking furious and like tear up my room.
that was something I had to unlearn for wrestling, because I used to get hyped up for wrestling matches like they were a football game, and it would blow me up.
Yeah.
I'm really not in good shape. I don't do cardio. But I don't fucking break a sweat out there.
It was hot out
I don't know what it is. But wrestling is just like, maybe because you can pace yourself.
Yeah, you can break your-
You can do whatever you want. Yeah,
I mean, like I get gassed out, but once I'm blown up, I just stop. Like you can do that,
yeah.
you know.
Like if that drill we had them doing in the very intimate not meet and greet seminar that we gave. If I was doing that, I'd be like, yeah, I'd be blown up. But I
you're
wouldn't
never gonna do that in
I
a
wouldn't do that.
There's no need. I intentionally do spots that are like overextendedly long, or I like accelerate certain points because I'm a fucking idiot and I try to have these ridiculous like 5-star.
Oh, that fucking
work
deadlift
workouts.
powerbomb you did today, or deadlift choke bomb.
No, it was
Holy
dumb.
shit!
Right, yeah. Like that's the kind of
That would
nonsense.
blow me up.
Or the discus boot into the acceleration, right into the torture rack, right into the fucking. I'm doing all this shit, and there's just a bunch of kids like wear a clown nose, and I'm like,
You should have told a body slam story.
right, that probably would have gone
You
over
should have
better.
just built to a body slam.
That really probably would have gone over better. I can't. To me, that feels like phoning it in, and I can't. Even though I know that's the correct choice, I feel like if I don't like try to get 5 stars, then it's not. I didn't try.
Like you're cheating the promoter out of his money.
Exactly. Like they booked me for a reason. It wasn't to tell body slam stories.
That is what we had a show once in the middle of nowhere, and the audience was all kids. Thank you WDW for resubbing. They were all kids.
Cookie this long, WDW.
No, it was a resubscribe.
For 22
That means
bucks.
he's always been subscribed.
Oh. I don't know.
And the audience wanted to see Silly Gooses, but when we got there, the promoter was wearing a New Japan tracksuit.
Okay.
So we actually had to invent what probably would become the kind of match that we have in AEW.
Yeah. The
Silly goose into work rate.
Yeah. Silly goose into a work rate match.
Yep.
Which is now our signature match.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
Don't say yet.
Yes, please.
Yes, please, knight me.
Hotel Fiend, do you guys ever just wing it in the ring without ever going over the match with your opponent?
Who the fuck is Hotel Fiend?
I did it with Velveteen
We have a lot of
Dream
new
once.
people in this chat for some reason.
Yeah, what's happening? Are you all AEW people? But I don't remember you
Fans
from
or
AEW
wrestlers?
people. No, the fans.
Okay.
When's the last time I just called it out there? Boy, it must have been in the PC. It must have been in NXT.
Velveteen Dream made me do it once in a coconut loop. It was fine.
You?
Yeah, he made me do it. He said I'm not gonna call it.
It was probably one of his weird, like, power.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fine.
I feel the same way that Anthony Green feels about it. You can have a good match calling it in the ring, but I don't think you will ever have as good a match as if you
No, never.
called it in the back.
There can be moments of it.
It's a good skill to have.
I called it with Tim Thatcher on the fly at MLW.
I like that. I like when a match does that in a card because it feels different from all the other matches.
Yeah.
But it's like, what kind of match you're trying to have. You know what I mean? Not every match has to be.
I can't come up with funny jokes on the fly, you know. Actually, I do.
I think that two good grapplers, two good solid mat grapplers on the fly is actually a really interesting style of match.
Yeah, I just can't do that.
Riddle and Gulak had an NXT television match that they called on the fly in the ring once, and I was like, that's probably the best on the fly match I've ever seen.
It's nice to do different things.
Yeah, it just really stood out during NXT Black and Gold, where everyone was just like bang, 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 falsy, you know.
Why are you new guys here?
Oh, because
Explain.
they're British.
Oh, because we're late.
They're foreigners.
Is that why?
Yeah, they're up.
What?
How bizarre.
British is like
Yeah, it's
4
even
a.m.
later.
Or,
Maybe they're on their way to their night shift.
What?
Maybe they're on their way to the docks.
Vix Thunderboy asks, how do you overcome the fear of landing on your head when learning moonsaults?
I didn't, so I don't do moonsaults.
Yeah, I just don't land on my head.
Boy, how do I explain it? So if you do a moonsault off the top rope, it's actually really hard to land on your head because
You almost have to, like, I landed on my head when I first practiced doing a moonsault, because by all athletic properties, I should
Your
be able
hands
to.
are there, so even if you come straight down, you just roll.
but,
Right.
but like
hands.
the reason you go straight down is if you don't jump.
There was something.
Yeah,
There was
right.
something that made me like seize up when I was upside down, and I couldn't get my
so
legs
the feeling
over.
of being upside down is not natural, and it's actually part of the reason why a lot of guys don't do getting clotheslined over the top rope,
Yeah.
because that's also kind of a scary bump to take, even though you see it in almost every match in like the 90s. It's one of those things we take for granted. Like, I never saw Hunter as like a big athletic guy. Like, not obviously he's a big guy, but I was never like, oh, Hunter, he does crazy.
You're a big
athletic stuff.
guy.
But then he does that Harley Race turnbuckle bump, and I'm like, I could never do that.
Oh, I
the
love
fuck
that
does-
bump.
How does Hunter take that?
I love that bump.
Like, if Hunter can do that, surely he can do a top rope moonsault. He probably just doesn't want to or
I'm
need
sure he chooses not to.
to. Yeah. That scarier than a top rope moonsault is going backwards out of the ring. I'll never forget
No,
AJ
that's not
Styles took Braun Strowman through AJ. This is the same bump you took off the pounce. Who did you wrestle?
Oh, I did that with.
You took a pounce.
Tankman.
You took a pounce,
And
and
Jake-
mid-air
and Jake
you
something.
hooked the top rope and did the backwards.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty terrifying.
It's terrifying.
Because it's hard for me to get manhandled by someone, but when those guys manhandled me, I'm in the air and I'm like, oh, maybe I die. Okay, there's the
Isn't
rope.
it nice to be manhandled? Don't you feel like a dainty princess?
When you're in the air for that moment and you go, oh, like
I have no
I'm
control.
flying out of the fucking ring.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm long and there's the top rope and now I'm safe.
I always say, thank God I'm long.
Denim Chicken, thanks for subscribing. Bookworm says, never call me British again. I'm from Hong Kong. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should
Shout out to Hong Kong.
HK.
Bookworm, check out Yuno Miles' song Hong Kong. It shouts you out.
Manny, where did you text me? You texted me the
Oh, that was
address.
that was Cookout, a different Cookout.
Oh, that's Cookout.
You need the hotel?
Yeah, I need the hotel.
Okay. I'm in Hong Kong.
Hotel me, brother.
Shout out to Jack. No, you guys in Hong Kong hate Jackie Chan, right? I heard he has sex with all the women.
Oh my God.
It's many have said
For
this.
real?
Yeah, that's what Ho Ho Loon told me.
Damn, Ho Ho.
Ho Ho was like, no, we fucking hate the Jackie Chan.
Jesus Christ.
Can you say that accent? I don't.
That's what he sounds like.
All right, I don't know.
We've moved past that.
What does that mean? We've moved.
We're in an era.
Why can't I do Barack Obama?
We're in an era.
Yeah,
We're in an era where if you do an accurate representation of someone that's not racist,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's got to be accurate.
Yeah, as long
as you're not like all Chinese people
easy,
sound
easy,
like
easy,
this.
easy, easy,
I'm not going to do it, but I'm saying like as long as you're not just being outright stereotypical about it.
Yeah, like do a Barack Obama impression. Man, why Congress always getting in my grill and shit? D.
Oh my God.
What is wrong with you?
What's that from? That's
Always Sunny.
Always Sunny, yeah.
Give me a. It's because it's a man. No, give me DH Pounder.
DH Pounder.
DH Pounder.
God damn it, Dutch!
White always got me running errands for the DA.
Jesus Christ.
You don't even know who that is. She's probably a noble nonsense black broad from the precinct.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Why you always got us running
Right,
errands for the DA?
Shiloh Lane. Or
Shiloh.
Southerners be named Shiloh.
Bronami D&D campaign when? Stay tuned.
One of my students was. We just finished the first round of Dijak Wrestling Academy. One of my students was a active professional wrestler in Toronto, and she's a female named Shiloh.
Interesting.
Not Southern at all.
My wife wanted...
Do Cruz del Toro
Could be
next?
a fake name though.
Yeah, let's hear Raul.
Raul?
Yeah.
Brennan.
Brennan.
Maybe Chokeslam.
Maybe Chokeslam.
Maybe
that's him just making fun of me though.
Maybe Insecurity.
I don't think I know what his real voice sounds like because he's always just making fun of me.
That's what he said. He goes. He looks.
that is my impression of Raul is him making fun of Dijak. Maybe Chokeslam.
So for those who don't know, Raul is Cruz del Toro in the LWO.
What a guy! He's been quietly employed by WWE for
forever.
8 years.
Longer.
Yeah.
9?
No, I mean if might be 10.
He started in what, 16, 17?
He started around the same time I did. He was a Cruiserweight Classic
16?
guy. 16? Yeah, he's coming up on 10.
Cruiserweight Classic was 16, yeah. So I guess he's at 9, yeah. That's crazy.
He always saw me and he went, Maluma.
What does that mean?
Maluma is like a famous Mexican singer, and he said that I looked like him. And then all the Mexicans would call him Maluma. Here, I'll show you Maluma.
He's like Mansoor is our like Mexican whisperer. He gives them all, and whenever we're at AEW, they love him.
They do be loving me.
It's like amigo.
Yeah, dude, fucking.
Does he look like a famous singer?
Maluma.
Fucking Mortos loves me, dude.
I love Mortos, so I'm glad. I'm glad he loves him.
Yeah, I'm trying to show you.
Amigo.
The Beast.
The Beast.
Yeah, Jolistico, who I never met before. It's like,
He's like, hey, amigo.
I'm like, do you think I'm someone else?
They think you're Mexican.
I think so too.
They're like, oh yeah, Manuel.
Manuel, hey, ¿qué pasó?
You did one show at
Here's
CML.
Oh,
It doesn't look like you at all.
Yeah, I mean,
it looks like Drake.
It doesn't look very good.
I think they just see a brown guy with like a semi-big nose, and they think, oh yeah,
Maybe he used to have like a haircut like you or something.
possible. This was when I had long hair, so maybe.
He has like cornrows, that's not even close.
No, hair doesn't lie. I didn't pick a good one.
Yeah, hair does do a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm full of Cookout.
I can't believe we fumbled answering Hogan's call.
I know. Why did he call me back when you left the message?
That was a big
That was a
miss.
huge fumble.
Wait, what?
He called me back for
him
one
not
ring.
me. Yeah. Maybe it was an accident, like when I accidentally called Triple H. Do you remember that?
We should accidentally call him now.
Do it.
We should declare war. Not you clipping.
Hey, Hulkster, how about next time you take a choke slam, you jump off both feet, you fucking moron?
Relatively shitty laugh is ruining it. Fuck. That's gonna get a bajillion tweets.
I'll retweet that. That's an easy.
Yeah.
You can take a shot. Nobody will be mad.
No! Have respect for the Hulkster!
Nobody says that.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, but it's like the worst person.
Yeah, right. Oh no!
Oh no! I've lost the respect of the worst type of
The
person.
shitty white racist guy doesn't like me. Oh no!
It's always great when you click on their profile and their cover photo.
I love when their profile picture is like a
white
guy in their car with sunglasses on.
The profile picture is them with sunglasses.
Is it his F-150 or whatever?
Their cover photo is like Trump getting shot.
Like, fight!
It's true though.
Why are they all the same NPC?
Or it's like the Punisher logo or some shit.
Never read The Punisher.
WW says it was Hogan calling you back to say, Brennan, brother, tell him I'm not racist.
I promise, I'll tell him you're one of the good ones.
Oh man.
Yeah, their profile be like, husband, father, American.
So true.
Vicious Malfunk. I remember Manny doing those promos for the bump. Holy shit, I forgot when I
The
did
bum!
that. Yeah, the bump.
Rest
What
in
about the
peace.
bump?
Any AEW promos you can do word for word. You talk a lot about workers' rights. Yeah, for the bump I did a masked promo.
You did The Miz?
Yeah, I did the Mrs. promo on Brian. I memorized it all, word for word. And I had a full body like suit where you couldn't tell who I was, and it had a voice modulator. And I did the Dusty Hard Times promo. I did the Miz promo on Daniel Bryan on Talking Smack, and I did Randy Savage's promo on Hogan before the match.
Did you get to pick?
No.
So
I think
they-
we like collaborated. We were like, what would be good? And I was like, oh yeah, these are
Collaborated with who? Who was it?
Ryan Katz.
I mean, like, because,
Katz was the writer for the bump.
I don't know if he's the writer, but he suggested me.
Oh.
like, the Dusty one's an obvious one, but, like, the Miz one is kind of like a Kino pick.
The Miz promo on Talking Smack is what Zoomers remember as like the greatest.
I thought
promo
it was
of all
so
time.
awesome.
Kane Dewey would have been funny because Dewey was a writer at the time.
That would have been fire, but he didn't watch the bump.
Oh, I mean,
Maybe he did. I don't know.
probably.
I remember
If you asked him to.
because nobody knew that I could talk except Katz because he would lead promo class.
Yeah.
Because everybody in WWE thought I was literally a kid from Saudi Arabia.
They thought you had an
who
accent.
couldn't speak English. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
That's not.
Yes, it is. That's your accent, bro.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that my accent?
That's what you sound.
You're officially Indian now. Sorry.
You're like, Mia.
Just stop. Would you stop?
What?
That's my people. Now.
You've
Kayfabe.
you've inherited that.
Kayfabe.
You didn't like announce that.
Kayfabe.
No, kayfabe.
Kayfabe.
Oh, whatever. Who cares?
Kayfabe.
Kayfabe.
Or you think you're gonna piece all those puzzles together?
Kayfabe. Hey, Larry, our mod, our Janny.
Shout out to
our
Larry.
Our head Janny.
What up, Larry?
Big Lair.
Sent us a
CM
picture.
Punk's dog.
Yeah, sent us a picture of a screenshot on Reddit talking about us.
Ugh.
Right now?
And no. And it was a few days ago.
I fucking hate Reddit.
And one of the comments was somebody said, man, I hope these guys do a podcast or something about me and Brennan. And somebody commented and said, last stream, Mansoor said we're probably not going to see Brennan and him do anything in the future.
Because he was doing a bit.
I was doing a TW stream alone. Remember that one, Dijak?
Because I didn't feel like
Because
streaming.
Brennan didn't want to stream, so
I
was
wanted
doing
to
it
watch.
alone.
I wanted to watch White Lotus with my wife.
And I always do a bit when I stream alone that
New season
either
of-
I'm getting
Yeah.
divorced
Was it
or
3?
Yeah.
me and Brennan are splitting up.
I didn't watch that.
So I kind of sold it as like, guys, I don't think me and Brennan are going to be streaming at the same time anymore.
It's not going to affect us at work. We're going to keep it professional, but with the hangout stuff, we're just not going to do it anymore.
Like a couple years ago on Valentine's Day, my wife and kid were in Massachusetts.
Construction reported ahead.
So I streamed from home alone and just pretended that my wife left me.
Oh, I remember that.
That was a good bit.
You didn't tell any of us either, so we were all like checking in on you. We're like, hey man,
Remember when you fucking...
Yeah, remember when we made Mansoor cry?
Fuck you, dude.
That was our greatest work.
Fuck you.
What was that?
When we made Manny think that I tried to talk to Stephanie about getting the Twitch stream back, and then she fired me. And then I told you to play along with it, and then I stopped responding in the group chat.
Yeah.
And then you said, I told you to tell Manny, man, and he talked to her, and she said that she thought it was unacceptable that he would even bring that up, and she let him go right there.
Which is so funny because Stephanie's a huge sweetheart.
And she loves us.
Yeah.
Person in the world.
I was not very happy about that.
But then he sent me a tearful message. Oh, what a loser. He cares about it.
Oh, you like your friends.
Anyways, I thought it was funny because the person who watched that part of the TEW stream heard that I wasn't coming and then logged
Jeez,
out.
oh my God, Dijak.
What happened?
The road just like ends for no reason
They
on the
almost saw us
edge.
die live on
I
stream.
want to die, but like, who the fuck?
You need me to
paved
switch?
this
You need me to
road?
drive?
No,
Are you
it's
sleeping?
fine. I like it's the breakdown lane, but it's like a fucking pit of doom for some reason on the side of the road.
The Dungeon of Doom?
No idea why that does that, but whatever. No, I'm trying to figure.
Sullivan, my son! Yes, master! Bring me Hugh Morris!
Build them up.
Oh yeah, you don't know any of that shit.
No.
You were watching.
We need to put
Watching what?
Hugh Morris.
WCW and, like,
Put Hugh Morris in a match with John Cena and make him look over.
You rib him.
Somebody tell me how to turn the cruise control on. I don't feel like sitting on the
I don't know,
bench.
it's your car.
It's like some fucking rental. I don't.
Bro, we gotta turn it on.
How? Usually there's a button. Push the fucking button. Oh, there we go. Alright, I got. Okay.
I'm going 0 to 60 in 3.5. Baby, you got the keys.
Shut up,
What happened to Rihanna?
She's got pregnant over and over again.
Damn.
Oh, based.
ASAP Rocky is keeping her cooking.
Damn.
She stays
the
pregnant.
dude,
I think
A$AP
he's had
Rocky.
like 5 kids with her in like 4 years.
I mean, his name is
ASAP.
As soon as
he gets
possible.
her. He gets
so,
her
yeah.
pregnant as soon as possible.
I guess that fits.
For $50, they'll crash this car.
Oh,
Shane. No, that's a Shane. Classic Shane line.
Oh, hey, Dijak.
guess what?
Oh, is there gonna be food?
There's Mo. See my dog Mo. She been the dog.
In it. Remember when he got a dog to impress a girl? What a fucking loser!
What a loser!
What a fucking
What? Imagine being a
What do
10
you
out
like,
of 10
girl?
male.
What do you like, girls? You loser.
Imagine being a 10 out of 10 male and being subservient to the
Imagine
female
having
race.
a crush on a girl who likes dogs, so you get a fucking dog. Not because you want a dog, but because you want her to like you more. Loser! But then he ends up liking the dog a lot, so I
Yeah.
guess it's cute. But
It was a good dog story.
the reason for getting the dog was so lame. He is such a simp.
Simp.
When are y'all coming to the East Coast?
We're on the East Coast right now.
Literally
I don't
tonight.
think North Carolina can be considered.
Literally the East Coast. You go far enough,
I
there's a
don't. I'm
beach.
pretty sure they're thinking about like New York.
Whole ass.
Why is the East Coast just the tip of...
Everybody knows the East
That's
Coast.
called the Northeast.
That's the Northeast.
No way, dude. The East Coast is New York, and the West Coast is like LA, San Francisco.
The East Coast is literally from friggin'
You're referencing.
Oh yeah, okay. Daytona Beach is on the East Coast.
Yes.
That's an East Coast town.
You're referencing a rap feud from 35 fucking years ago.
But that's true. Chat, back me up here.
East Coast versus West Coast.
But that's true.
Like they're all dead. There's not that ended.
Yeah, I guess. Not Diddy.
We don't talk about him.
We don't talk about Diddy.
No, no.
Oh, speaking of Diddy, tragedy struck.
Tragedy.
Tragedy struck.
Tragedy.
So they make this Nintendo Switch announcement, right? And they're
What does this
showing.
have to do with Diddy?
Listen. Stay with me.
Oil up.
They make it, and they show the new Donkey Kong game. Who's missing?
Oh no, they're not gonna have Diddy Kong.
Diddy is not in it.
No Diddy Kong!
There's
Is
Diddy.
Trixie in it?
No, they have this new Cunty Kong.
This can't be happening.
She's so sexy. She's such a sexy monkey.
Wait a minute, but wasn't that DK has a girlfriend? Candy Kong, right? Isn't Candy Kong?
Candy
She's the monkey with the huge tits.
Jesus.
No, the new one is. The
There's
new
a
one
new
is.
hot monkey.
She looks like Bayonetta.
Can't
For
believe
real?
P. Diddy got actual Diddy canceled.
And he's not in Mario Kart either, so I think they're just canceled.
That's
Oh.
actually fucked up. Like, just because he has the same name as
He had his
Change
own.
his name to like Dangy Kong.
He had his own game.
Look at this sexy monkey.
I don't see what you're seeing. I don't.
Where are the tits?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Candy's hotter, bro.
Candy look
Candy's
like
stacked.
Stacked.
Chat, back me up.
not seeing it.
Back me up, chat.
Can't believe they just erased Diddy Kong.
Yeah.
Diddy Kong Racing!
We should start a hashtag.
Get a whole ass
Save
game.
Diddy? Hashtag Save Diddy?
Yeah, Save Diddy.
Chat, let's all go on Twitter and start a hashtag Save Diddy.
No, but like, you'd need the K. Diddy K. Or Kong.
I don't want to make it too long.
No, it's too long. It's not catchy. Save
right.
Diddy.
Good luck with that.
Hashtag Save Diddy.
Come on up, Friend Zone. Thanks for subscribing. Should I hunt down the F-Zero GX arcade machine in Vegas? Are you going to Vegas? Come on up, Friend Zone. Come to see us at WrestleCon.
Come to see us at WrestleCon and buy our stuff.
How many days are you doing?
3 days.
All 3 days? That's crazy.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You're gonna make a fucking fortune.
Yeah, make some
Inshallah.
money. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. That's the old Money in the Bank theme song. Remember that one?
Yes.
Is that my hear me out? It's not even a hear me out. She's an attractive monkey.
It's an androgynous. We don't believe in it.
Androgynous isn't the word. Androgynous means neither like masculine or feminine. Unambiguous.
Anthropomorphic. If an animal is supposed to be shaped like a human, it's not a hear me out.
Wait. But a monkey is shaped like a human.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So it wouldn't be a hear me out if you saw like the handsome gorilla.
Okay, so in like the Elder Scrolls, a Khajiit and a Argonian are not hear me outs.
No, because they got boobs.
They're shaped like women.
Yeah.
Like regular people. You know
No, but what about a shoot chimpanzee?
A shoot chimpanzee being a hear me out?
You're gonna shoot
What if there was a
like the Rosie O'Donnell monkey in Tarzan? Yeah, that's a hear me out.
Rest in peace, Harambe.
that is it.
For sure. Harambe was Muslim, so don't be crossing.
Harambe.
What do I do?
The moon.
Rest in peace, Harambe.
The Rosie O'Donnell. Why is that
O'Donnell.
the one that you brought?
That's a hear me out for sure.
No, I'm thinking of Tarzan's mom. Tarzan's mom was a baddie.
Okay, that's not a hear me out.
What, the monkey?
Oh, you're talking about the. Oh.
I'm talking about Kala.
I thought you meant his shoot mom.
No, not a shoot mom. Of course she's attractive.
Scooby-Doo, dabba-da-doo, shoot-bop, shoo-doo. Oh, good harmony.
That was
man.
pretty good.
Wow. Perhaps we could be cast
It's the monkeys.
Oh, dude. So, guys,
we're
we
the
just filmed a
monkeys.
Ronami code of Brian Keith, Ricochet, and us playing Ape Escape, and we had to hold our tongues so much. Like, they were trying to make jokes, and I kept telling them, please stop. We can't use any of
The
this.
problem with the core four is we're all black except for Mansoor. So we could really get out of control in a way that we have to just sit there and watch.
It's true.
Take it.
His span in the Nandy Franny says, I'd rather be werewolf in Scout. So in Elder Scrolls games, because there's no real meaningful role playing, I just do everything there is to do in one playthrough. Like, unlike Fallout, where you can do a new playthrough as a different kind of character, in Oblivion, I joined the Dark Brotherhood, I joined the Fighters Guild.
Yeah, you kind of do that.
Like, there's no point in replaying the game
Because once the quest ends, then it doesn't matter that you're in the Dark Book.
there's no meaningful choices at all in the game, so it doesn't really matter. You might as well just do everything you can in one playthrough.
Top Shooters rematch. What, were you there?
You were there, Maddie?
Were you there, Maddie?
What's that check mark next to their name?
What does that mean?
What did you mean by this?
Were you there at the show?
Did you buy our merchandise?
Nobody bought our merchandise.
No, nobody bought our
We just took
merchandise.
pictures with people. Nobody wanted to buy a shirt.
A grandma conned him into taking a free picture.
Maddie says, yeah, I filmed you. Oh, sweet. You're a Twitch partner?
What?
Wow.
Exposed.
Who do I have to blow to be a Twitch part? Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Are we not partners?
Now we are. That's why we get paid.
Money, 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 money.
Dijak, favorite pay-per-view theme song? Go.
Eyes wide shut, bullet through my brain.
I'm not good with remembering.
That was
you
that
don't
was.
listen to music. You're weird.
Yeah, he's a freak. We've
You're
been
a freak.
driving in silence, like a freaking.
What do you want me to do? You want to turn on
So like
music
a
to
serial
drown out your
killer.
voice?
When you work out, you don't listen to music?
No.
What do you
do you
listen
do?
to?
It's just silent in the room.
Really?
I think you might be a killer.
Oh, come on.
You have no soul.
Killer matches.
Anthony Green over here. Killer Corks wants to know what the best Fallout game is. Obviously, Brennan says New Vegas.
New Vegas.
I'm playing through the original Fallout right now on Steam Deck, and it's pretty good.
One?
Yeah.
Yeah, one's good.
It's cool. I love old.
It's good too. I like those old CRPGs.
Old CRPGs,
yeah.
and the voice acting is like so much
What's
better.
the C?
Computer.
Or is it classic? It's gotta be
Are
computer.
they all computer?
Well, they're
No.
specifically like.
Explain to
They
me the
have to be
difference.
played. So a CRPG is a game
Teach me
where
like I'm a first grader.
there are some games where if you don't have a full keyboard at your disposal, it's like impossible to run.
Yeah.
Alright,
So like it can't be played on a console, really,
alright.
or you need a mouse.
I've kind of fallen in love with that genre later. I didn't play a lot of them when I was younger, but I think they're really cool. Yeah, and the voice acting is really good to the point where like in the new Baldur's Gate, they just use for the returning characters, they just use the old voice actors.
I actually really prefer the old school voice actors because all the new voice actors are kind of all the same people.
They're
in
not
every
all
fucking game.
Nolan North.
And in the old CRPGs, not every character was voiced, so they would just hire like Shakespearean actors to do.
Yeah.
And it was like you could just tell it was different. You know what I mean? I like it a lot. Like when I played Planescape Torment, the fucking
Planescape Torment's so freaking good.
the voice acting in that is really
Really good.
I've heard that Fallout 2 is more fun, so I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
What is the plot of Fallout?
Did you watch the TV show?
No.
that. So
You can watch the TV
there
show.
was a nuclear war,
Okay.
but a bunch of people who paid got to go into vaults.
Wow.
and be
so
safe
so the nuclear war was planned?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they sold it as like an insurance.
Well,
thing.
it was like, imagine, during the Cold War, we all thought there was going to be like a nuclear apocalypse.
I see.
Imagine if during the Cold War, which they did actually, this is true, there were, there's a big company that goes around and builds these vaults in different places all over the country, and then they sell
Charges the
spaces.
potential to use
So if the nukes go off, you can go in it. But the trick is, every vault was actually a science experiment where they like kind of
double cross.
Yeah, they kind of like they would do like a different like variable in each vault, which would make pretty much everybody who went into a vault insane.
like one of them was every year they have to sacrifice one person from the vault, and like a computer would say if one person isn't sacrificed,
we will shut off your air.
It'll shut off the air. So they did it for years and years and years until eventually there was a huge war that broke out between people who were like, we're not going to do this anymore, it's horrible, and people were like, no, we need to kill somebody. And they all fought each other until there were 4 people left. And the 4 people left, when the time struck for them to make a sacrifice and they didn't do it, there was a big confetti flies everywhere. And the computer goes, congratulations, you passed the morality test. We were just testing to see if you would kill an innocent person, and you passed. Now you guys can live freely.
And don't they kill
they all
themselves?
shot themselves in the head.
But the other fun thing about Fallout is it's basically the gimmick is that culture stopped in like 1950.
Okay.
So like all the music is like 50s music. It's all like jazzy.
It's kind of old school.
Yeah. The future tech is all like
What's the year? What's
the year's like 3000 something.
Oh.
But like the technology is kind of
Is
like
it 3,000 because they've been living in these
because they've been
shelters
living in the
for
vault, yeah.
1,000
Generations,
years?
yeah.
Okay, nice.
But the technology is like that retro future, like remember like 80s alien movies where they have like beam guns and stuff. It's good. You'd like the show. It's on Amazon.
Fallout 1? Tony Shalhoub was in Fallout 1?
Cartoon or
No,
He
it's
was
live action.
Aradesh?
Live action
Oh,
got
shit.
Walter Goggins.
That's awesome. Ron Perlman was in Fallout 1?
Yes, he was.
As Marcus, right?
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Super
Hellboy.
Mutant?
Yeah.
What year was this?
Came out in
Fall-
95,
the original Fallout?
I think.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Mid-90s, yeah.
Oh shit. Alright.
It was back when the only people who could play video games were computer
You
nerds.
have to be a huge fucking nerd. Like, it was very niche. Very niche.
Was there a ad in video game magazines of somebody pointing their fingers at their head and like a
Borderlands.
rainbow?
Borderlands.
Oh, that's a different game. Okay.
Borderlands.
It's kind
Similar
of Fallout-y,
concept,
though.
though?
It's
Okay.
like post-apocalyptic.
I forget how iconic that was.
Yeah.
The Borderlands.
ain't no rest for the wicked.
Stuck in my 8-year-old brain when I saw that. I was like,
It was,
ah!
it was an awesome image.
That was about
Doing the suicide taunt?
That was about as graphic as Nintendo Power got.
Oh yeah, Ron Perlman was the War Never Changes guy.
War, yeah. War never changes.
I'm trying to think of other iconic video game ads. I can remember the Assassin's Creed one.
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
Let me ask you guys about this, because you'll understand this,
Yeah.
and this never made sense to me. Because I knew Final Fantasy was like an RPG thing with like a guy with a giant sword. But then for some reason, like the ads when they first started were like some little like white like fluffy like
Final Fantasy
panda guy.
Final Fantasy has a different story every game.
So they're all different.
Yeah.
So it's not just about a guy with a sword.
They have similar
some are.
themes. Like they're usually like there's usually like
Who-
the same
Who's
magic.
this little white teddy bear guy with a red nose? What am I?
That's
what am
Moogle. That's one of their mascots.
who's mask?
They're like you remember like Navi from Zelda?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
They're kind of like they're like, oh, this is what you do, Kubo.
They're like Jinjos from Banjo and Kazooie.
Yeah. Good pull.
I like that reference.
I like that Dijak would have bought Final Fantasy, but then he saw some
He was like,
stuff
oh,
on
No.
the-
I didn't have a PlayStation. That's why. I was a Nintendo 64 and Sega Genesis guy.
Actually, what's funny about
If Final Fantasy, and it might have been on Sega Genesis, I don't know, or whatever, but it was definitely not on Nintendo's. Maybe it was on Nintendo 64.
it was not on 64.
It feels like it was a PlayStation exclusive. It felt like a Crash
But
Bandicoot.
at some point, it was PlayStation.
Yeah.
Funny thing about Final Fantasy is, especially in the early days when it was not completely set, there was kind of like
Oh, don't die.
people would.
Why are you going 100? What's the
Yeah, that's
goal
wild.
here?
I'm playing Xenogears right now. Xenogears was almost Final Fantasy 7.
What do you mean?
Like they were
Is
pitching
seven the one that most people pitch as like
7
the
is
greatest
Cloud,
video game of
yeah,
all time?
Sephiroth.
That's the guy with the big sword.
Yeah, that's the guy with the big sword. But so is
So
10.
my
No, the one you remember
my
is probably
GOAT
10.
game was Ocarina of Time. That's like embedded deep
Yeah.
into my brain.
That
You had
It's
a-
probably,
like,
you had a
that probably blew
Nintendo
your mind as a
64.
kid, right? Because it's probably the first game you ever played where you could just walk around a big world.
like Mario 64 in a
Yeah,
way.
same
But
time.
Nintendo, but Ocarina of Time was the first time where it was like, oh, you could like do anything. That was the first.
So Xenogears was almost Final Fantasy 7, and then they wrote the story, and they were like, "This is too weird. Make it its own
I think
thing."
it's a game.
So like, there was a time where people at Square were just like, "Yeah, here's my JRPG," and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we'll make that Final Fantasy." So you can
Really?
have our, yeah.
Interesting. Huh. As a kid, it bothered me that they were all different games. There was no real continuity. So I never really got into it. Like my first Final Fantasy game was 10,
10's my favorite.
which is a great game.
Yeah.
But then I think 11 was like an MMO.
But that's actually
I was like, why
that's a
the
bad
fuck?
example. 10's a bad example because it did have a direct sequel.
It did have a direct sequel, yeah. But I didn't play it because I think it was like
Because it was for girls, which means I loved it.
I bet you did. Yeah, I bet you
What did I do for you?
Wasn't it you play as like a girl band?
Yeah, you play as Yuta in a girl
I
band
was
with
like,
Riku.
I was like, who are they selling this for? Like 13-year-old.
It was
boys
for me.
13-year-old boys do not want this.
It was for the gays.
Jesus.
Gay people love
I bet they
X2.
do. Oh, they want
No,
to hear about,
Dijak loves
they
Turok.
want to hear about Turok.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Turok. Turok, you couldn't go anywhere. Like, there were definitive borders.
Yeah, that was
in
a rail.
Turok. You'd get to, like, the edge of a cliff or, like, a big-ass wall. That was it. And I spent a lot of time just running around Turok, just shooting dinosaurs.
I'm of the opinion, Chad, that, and not to take anything from Final Fantasy VII, but I'm going to take it away from Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII has better characters, but thematically, Final Fantasy VI did everything that Final Fantasy VII did.
Nobody likes Squall, bro.
That's 8, yeah. Yeah, Squall was
Six,
one.
with
6 was Kefka, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost the exact same, like, environmentalist themes. If you could draw parallels to a lot of the things, but because Final Fantasy VII was the first one that was in 3D, that's what everybody remembers. But also the characters.
The Squall in Kingdom Hearts was okay, though. I don't know why people shit on Squall. So, in his own game, is he, like, super annoying?
I don't remember.
So I know that Kingdom Hearts is, like, the Disney version of that. But
Kingdom Hearts is Final Fantasy mashed with Disney.
It's
and
so,
then
very
so
bizarre.
both universes.
I was shocked that it was made. It's so weird.
I don't know how it happened.
It's so interesting. It's like you're an anime character who goes into Alice in Wonderland, but at the
You
same
go to
time,
every Disney world.
Like, you go to Hercules' realm and you fight Sephiroth. It's so weird.
Because everybody is just coexisting in different worlds. But you don't go to Final Fantasy World, so the Final Fantasy characters are just chilling in Disney worlds.
Huh.
I was a big Final Fantasy Tactics. I played Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Whatever the game was where, like, you're transported to a fake world and all the, like, people who have horrible lives in real... So this is great. You and your friends are bullied and you all have disabilities. Like, one kid's in a wheelchair, one kid, like,
Just
has
like
no
me,
color
for
in her
real.
hair, and they're all bullied relentlessly. One kid's, like, parents are dead. And by some twist
Didn't
of
you
fate...
play a game where some, like... Didn't you, like, stream a game where it was, like, some, like, really dark, deep meaning, like, Japanese thing? Where, like, some
Doki
girls
Doki
get
Literature
horrible-
Book,
Yeah,
yeah.
that thing, yeah.
So in this game, you all get transported to a fantasy world where everybody's like a prince or a knight, and it's awesome. But your character realizes that you're not in the real world, and you go, "Guys, we can't do this. We have to go back to the real world." And the kid who was in a wheelchair is like, "No, I don't want to do that. I like."
Why would I want to do that? That's my favorite, like, Japanese, like, quandary. Because it's something that they bring up a lot, is, like, if I live in a fake world that makes everybody happy, is that not better than living in the real world?
And the protagonist, Marsh, is like, "It's escapism. It's wrong." And they're like, "Yeah, we want to escape."
I'm not in a wheelchair!
One by
Was
one.
this pre or post The Matrix?
Pre.
Matrix
Maybe
is
around
99.
Matrix?
about
No, then probably post.
post.
Okay.
Yeah, but, like, the Matrix is, like... So there's a difference between the Matrix where it's, like, you're living, like, a hollow life.
Mm-hmm.
The Japanese argument is usually, like in the Persona 5 Royal Benny.
Right, yeah.
The new area is a guy says, all of those problems that made your life bad, I'm going to fix them. And this world's fake, but your dad is still alive, like, you never went to jail.
Nobody has
like,
any problems.
You never had that injury that ended your running career, like, you no longer have those problems.
Yeah.
Why would you leave?
Yeah.
Because it's fake.
But what if this life is fake?
Then that sucks because it sucks. So it's like,
What if you
want a fake life
wake
that
up
sucks?
tomorrow and you were the dream of a butterfly?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
I watched
wouldn't really-
I watched a video on YouTube because that's what I do instead of listening to music is I watch YouTube videos.
I do that too.
And one of them was about, like, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like infinite simulation theory or something.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like eventually technology will get to the point where we can create a simulation. And if that's the case, if you think about the history of the universe, the odds are actually extremely high that we've...
The argument is if at some point we can make The Sims that is realistic to real life,
Yeah.
then in the infinite time of the universe, we're probably already in it.
in like multiple depths of it. Like a simulation has been created and a simulation has been created and a simulation, and we're like 27 layers deep of simulations. Because the universe is so fucking old that, like, the odds of that not happening are much
Somebody
smaller.
did. Some alien did it.
I'm
Right.
fine with it though. I don't really care.
It doesn't. Well, that's what I'm saying.
really bother.
It doesn't
I mean,
matter
like, what
if it's
is-
fake if I'm happy.
Right, what's the alternative? Like,
Well, there's a difference I think between not knowing it's fake and knowing it's fake.
Knowing it's fake, yeah, maybe.
I'm happy to not know, but if I found out, then it would kind of affect my
But
life.
then you'd have to
if I
check out.
know this is fake, how does that change?
It doesn't change anything.
Okay, Dejik, let's say this.
Okay, go
what
on.
happens if you know that if you die, you'll respawn as a different person? Like,
Then I start acting crazy.
That'd be actually pretty cool.
Exactly. Yeah. You would know there's no consequence to dying.
Yeah,
You could simply live another life.
yeah.
Well, no, the consequences would be I'd lose the life that I have right now.
Right, no, right, that'd be obviously.
So I'd wait until this life is like kind of petered out, and then I'd like,
Would it make
End
you
it all.
live life worse, or would it make you live life better?
if I liked the life that I was living, it would make me live it the same.
Yeah.
Would you take more risks?
Not if I like my life.
Yeah, right. I'm pretty happy with my life.
Pretty
right now,
solid,
So I
right?
wouldn't be like, I'm gonna try again, and then I wake up as like a hobo and a janitor. and
Yeah,
some loser,
odds are
like,
pretty bad.
Okay, well, wouldn't you wake up as a baby
Yeah, a baby in
that
like.
grows up to be a hobo?
What if
Like, wouldn't it be your fault?
you wake up as a baby as the on that island that hasn't seen any remote contact.
You
from
can just
humans.
kill yourself.
Yeah, but
Not-
do you know?
I'm a baby.
Do you know?
Oh yeah, if you're reborn,
You're
you
reset.
lose all the knowledge. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
Chat, what do you think?
Speak on that.
speak on that, chat.
They're like,
Are you killing yourself if you're a baby? If you're a baby,
I'm a name, a Ricochet.
if you're a baby in Tanzania, are you killing yourself?
Are you crawling to the ocean? Imagine being a mother and your baby's born and just looking around panicked. They can't speak.
The baby says, this baby's going, where am I?
The first thing they try to do is roll off the table.
Low key, babies kind of do that. Like, babies kind of try and kill
yeah,
themselves.
they're a little suicidal.
My wife does believe that babies like are born with a connection to the spirit world or some shit.
I believe that.
Because like kids can see ghosts or something.
Kids see ghosts.
Yeah. And then
Rest
they
in
lose it
peace,
over
Kanye.
time.
I don't remember seeing ghosts when I was a kid.
Some
No,
kid-
you not in any point where you can remember.
So
Well,
some-
how do you know that?
Apparently, some kid was like, "Hey, I remember."
I remember when I was here.
He was like, "I remember owning a toy plane," and they're like, "You don't have a toy plane." And then they find out that some guy owned a toy plane that died in like a car crash, and he can like name where that person lived or something.
Yeah,
Weird
yeah,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I don't know if it's
I've
real.
heard shit like that.
I think that's probably more like a glitch in the
It's
Matrix.
like what they do with the Dalai Lama. So when they try to
Avatar.
when they try to find the reincarnation of the Dalai Lama, they'll have a baby, and they'll put they'll put a bunch of stuff around the baby, and if the baby crawls to one of the things that belonged to previous Dalai Lama, they're like, "That's the Dalai Lama."
There he is. He likes his rattle.
Could it be? It is. He's here.
There was some kid. I don't think he didn't become the Dalai Lama, but it was some other reincarnation position where they pulled him like he was on a football team.
Really?
Like he was like a regular like kid in school, and they just decided like, hey, you're a reincarnation of this saint, and then they were like, you gotta go.
Where?
I don't remember what the.
Vatican.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the Vatican. We don't. Not we. Catholics don't do reincarnation.
Oh, right.
They do idolatry though, which is wild. Speak on that, Dijak.
What is it?
Idolatry. You guys
What's
love
that?
idols.
What's
You
that?
love sanct relics.
Like the finger.
You guys love worshiping a skull, even though the Bible says specifically don't do that.
I'm not worshiping any skulls. I don't know.
The skull saint relics are actually fire though, because they'll be like, this is the skull of the Apostle Matthew, and it'll be like this awesome skeleton head with a bunch of jewels on it and like rubies in the eyes, and they'll fly it to America, and they have to like walk it up and down from parish to parish.
Oh,
That was an episode of King of the Hill where Bobby was the Dalai Lama.
Boy!
Did you know that there was they picked the reincarnation of the current Dalai Lama, and China just took the kid away?
Yeah.
Just took the kid away.
They were like, nope.
Nobody knows where that kid is now.
Wow.
Why don't they ask the kids at Tiananmen Square?
Was
Why don't they ask the kids at Tiananmen Square? Was fashion the reason why they were there?
They despise it, hypnotize it, television made you buy it.
I'm just sitting in my car and waiting for my girl.
I'm just
Sitting in my car and waiting for my girl.
This is my theme song from WWE.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was actually I have a predisposition to Arab friends because of System of a Down. Shout out to them. Even though they're not
Arab,
Arabs.
they're Armenian.
Yeah, but their music sounds
Yeah,
Arab.
that's true. I mean, Armenians, like, that's pretty close. They're
close.
almost...
Somebody show me Armenia. Is that the country?
Yeah.
Show me that on a map, because I have no idea where that is.
It's by, like, you gotta play Crusader Kings, bro.
It's, like, near...
Well, show me. Bring it
Is
up on
it,
Google Maps.
is it by Croatia?
I think it's next to
Really?
Azerbaijan.
Not far. Yeah,
I know where
it's definitely-
Azerbaijan is.
It's by Turkey, right?
Yeah,
Obviously.
it's near Turkey.
Did I fly over it on my way to India?
Probably.
No. I remember actively looking at the map when I was flying to India and being like, I've never heard of any of these countries before.
You don't know Turkmenistan?
No.
Wow.
No.
I'm gonna look at the map of the Balkans right now.
The Soviet Union made a real mess.
Who's a mess?
The Soviet Union.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to not them.
No comment.
USSR.
You don't know about
I don't know about anything.
Bratislava?
No.
You don't know about Moldova?
Moldova I've heard of.
You know about North Macedonia?
That's Macedonia.
Do you know about Montenegro?
Whoa!
Don't hit me, car behind me.
We were playing, or we were talking to Marina about doing an episode of the Bronami Code, which we're gonna get, guys. Don't worry. And we were like, "What games did you play?" It was like, "What when you were a kid?" And I was like, "Yeah, what games were you playing in Moldova?" And she was like, "We were playing with fucking sticks."
Based alert.
I was like, "Hello, based alert." Don't criticize Russia. What do you mean you get? Everybody hates Russia.
Fuck Russia.
Russians hate Russia.
Oh my god.
Is that racist? They're literally like pointing nukes at everybody. Like, friggin', what am I supposed to be like? Yay, good job.
What do you mean? No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
We're the one pointing nukes.
Yeah, but
Okay, so are they.
At least we're mask off.
We're the fucking... Alright, well, let's not get into this. This is the real political chat.
If you don't like the country, then you can get out, man.
Get out! You can get out!
It's like the thing people always say, China hasn't dropped a bomb on anybody in 50 years. We drop fucking 15 bombs every day.
Here we go.
I'm just saying, like, who is
Here we go.
Who is the
This is
arbiter
why you
of-
couldn't
of
get on that
peace
show.
and justice
This is why-
in this world?
America.
Is it the people who drop bombs every fucking
Yes.
day? I don't think so.
Boom! 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 Boom!
I give-
Every time you drop the
I
bomb.
thought you were in the Costco,
Oh,
guys.
yeah. No, that's where they got it from. System of a Down.
Shout
I
out to
give America 4 big booms.
4 big booms. Wait, what did we
Double
just
chunk
bomb?
chocolate
Did we just
nuclear
bomb
bombs.
Yemen?
We did just bomb Yemen, yes. That was the whole group chat leak.
That was why. How do you do
We
that?
leaked that in the group chat.
Yeah.
Not our group chat. We didn't bomb
Oh, the fucking the White House group
the
chat.
White House group chat.
That's unbelievable.
Well, imagine if the White House group chat.
How does the White House not have a secure fucking?
They do. They just didn't use it.
They let a press guy in it.
They were discussing the war plans, and they were like, "Who's the strange number?"
Why were they doing that on FaceTime?
They were doing it on Signal.
What the fuck is Signal?
It's like an encrypted chat.
So why is the fucking New York Times on that?
Somebody added a journalist, I guess by accident, and the journalist just read all of it and was like, "Oh, they're gonna bomb Yemen."
He revealed it too quickly. I would have stayed in there for
But I'm
months.
sitting there for a while.
I was sitting there for a
Does he
year.
not need some sort of? I guess not, right?
No, because the thing was when afterwards they were like, "Well, we didn't say anything declassified or classified, so it's fine. We are not in trouble." And it was like, "Oh, if it wasn't classified, then I'm just gonna put everything that I saw." And they're like, "Oh no!"
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Who did we have a conversation about?
Classic White House blunder.
Who was it?
Boy, is there
Speedball.
egg on our face.
It was Speedball. We were like, "How do you feel about becoming an American soon?" Because ARG is here, stares shiftingly in Canadian. I kind of hope that we give Canadians like the push they need to become really patriotic about Canada.
It's the first. It would be the first time.
Like we become the Dr. Manhattan that unites all of Canada.
It's maybe that's the plan.
I think that's cool.
Maybe Trump is becoming.
Canada has never really been about, "Oh, we're Canadian, we love Canada." Now I feel like, fuck America. We're Canadian, we're not gonna be.
We're not gonna be a 51st state.
And I love that for them. Let them put that.
We're done being your hat.
We're gonna bring them together. Yeah, you're out.
You're gonna be our pants.
You're our pants. That would still make us wearing the pants in the relationship.
That's
true. Yeah.
That's not the best thing for them. I always felt like Canadians were fairly patriotic. They seem like they're always
they're very apologetic.
They're always pumped to see a fellow Canadian do well, and they support the Canadian wrestlers and the Sky Dome and all that shit.
I don't think that has anything to do with like patriotism.
I mean, it kind of does.
They like their.
That's not. Yeah, that's not about.
Throwing your fucking light at me.
That's not about the country. That's about like your hometown.
Like, do they chant Canada? Really?
Yeah, we chant USA
I think they just like
on the drop of a hat.
We used to chant USA. I haven't heard that chant in 15 years.
I started a USA chant when I wrestled Gunther.
Remember when we were in Bahrain?
At a house show.
We were in Bahrain as the like Americans, and we made them chant USA at us.
That's
We
true.
made them chant USA.
No, we made them chant Bahrain.
Bahrain. Bahrain.
Gunther. So I had a house show match with Gunther where like Vince was still in control. So I told him.
So you could have won.
I said just be a European like, that hates America. And then I remember like that was when the crowd was the loudest. Loudest was when I was saying chant USA, like come on everybody USA. And after the match I was like, yeah, this is it.
Home 2, Electric
Home
Boogaloo.
I was like, well,
Don't say that's canceled.
I was like, well, all you need to do to make $1 million is get the crowd to chant USA and be European. And then Vince was gone and he made $1 million not doing that.
Yeah.
So I ended up looking pretty stupid on that one.
Base Mansoor saying that he was the guy that got Gunther over.
I didn't get him over. I was telling him
Got it over.
I told him under Vince, this is the only thing that you're going to be able to do.
He
that
was
will like.
extremely close to being released by Vince. You were probably 100% right, and he probably
'cause he liked
100% wouldn't
Marcel.
have done it, and then he 100% would not be with that company anymore if Vince was still there.
Are you here too?
Me?
Apata, apata,
Yeah.
apata, 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 apata.
I hate that song.
Quebecois.
I thought it would grow on me, and it's not growing on me.
You hate Koreans?
Who?
I don't like. No, I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to get canceled by the friggin' mob,
What?
the K-pop mob.
stands?
Yeah, I think they're just awful. Why do you park like
Go ahead
that?
and take up 4 fucking spots. No big deal.
You dafty.
You daft cunt.
Yeah, daft.
Can I say cunt? Yeah, I don't give a shit. I don't have a job to lose. You want to cancel me? Then cancel me!
Who's that supposed to be?
Me.
Oh, okay.
Dijak, 2005.
5.
Let's say
I was
25.
very concerned about it back then. Good Lord.
Well, chat, we're here. And me and Mansoor have a flight in 4 hours.
Same TBH.
So,
Fuck off.
goodbye.